Hey there, YouTube, what's going on there? Alright, so I'm just putting some plates, alright, some covers, alright, whatever you want to call them, space holders. Just trying to cover this rack up a little bit. Not a must, but I actually just want to get rid of the plates out of the way because I don't want them to get too scratched up or bent or me forgetting where I put them. So I'm just covering this up real quick, nothing crazy. But as you see, the rack is not as deep as the add mark, so I might have to get another rack. Alright, maybe, not sure, but it might be a purchase in the future. I might get a deeper rack. Alright, yeah, so I don't know, I've been watching a few videos of some other guys, sound system and competitions and all that stuff, and you guys have to beware, I should say, of some of these guys who think they wrote the book on sound system. All right, because sound system been around way longer than they've been doing it. All right, so I'm talking about the know-it-alls who think they know everything. Alright, you have to take heed and do what works for you. Alright, there is no 100% right or wrong, alright, when doing this thing. You do what works for you, you buy what you can afford, and you work with what you got. Alright, so your sound system don't have to look like the next man's sound system. And you don't have to tune your sound system as the next man's sound system. Alright, so when you have some guys that are running around and think they know it all, and think your sound system has to play like their sound system, that's nonsense, okay? This thing has been around way before they have. There is no sound system book out there that says it has to be this way or it has to sound this way, and you have to have this and you have to have that. Alright, so with that said, be aware of your engineer. Whoever your engineer is, you have to be aware, alright, especially if they have a sound system, because most of the time they're not going to tune your sound to sound better than their sound. You understand what I'm saying? So pretty much, if they have a sound and they're doing competitions as well, or playing out on regular, and you hire them to tune your sound or to put your sound together, they're not going to make your sound better than theirs, because especially if you have better equipment than them. All right, they're going to tune your sound a little bit less than their sound, right? So you won't have that advantage over them, all right? Because at any given time, you never know, you might become rivals, right? So you have to be aware of these guys that are running around and putting their hands on everybody's sound system. Because if you have 5 sounds and that one engineer tuned all 5 sounds, you best to believe all 5 sounds are going to sound the same, all right? Because our ears go by what we're used to hearing and what we like. Right? Because my sound system, my cars, my home theater system, they all sound the same because I have that sound that I like, that I prefer already in my head. So if I was to tune your system is pretty much going to sound just like my system, because that's what I'm used to, that's what I like, that's what my ears feel sounds good to me, right? So it's kind of hard to come out of that and say, okay, no, let me make the top sound this way, let me make the bass sound this way, because that's not what your ears is used to. right? Your ears are going to go by what it likes, what's comfortable, and what it feels is good. That's what your brain is going to fire off of to tune your sound system to that level, right? Because it's very rarely that you will have your own sound system and then you will tune the next man's sound system to be extra loud or extra powerful or whatever the case may be, because you're not used to that. That's tuning out of your range right there, right? So it's good to know several engineers to where you can have one do this and one do that, right? So that way you're not getting the same effect as the next man's sound system, right? So it's good to have two engineers versus one, all right? Because one man is going to tune 10 sounds all the same. They're all going to play the same, and that's just the way it is, all right? It's hard to come out of what your ears is used to, right? So when you go to these competitions and you have, a couple of people that's running around and feel as if they know it all, and they're telling you to turn this down and turn that down, and see, that's what they're used to. You notice, it's just the one or the twosies that think they're engineers or know-it-alls will run around and want to touch everybody's thing and turn this down, turn that up, turn this, that. What they're doing is tuning your system to sound like their system, because that's what they're used to. You understand what I'm saying? So watch out for these know-it-alls. Watch out for these engineers who have sound systems as well, because they're not going to make your sound system better than theirs, all right? Because they don't know any different. You know what I mean? Your ears is used to what it's used to. Okay, so it's good to have two engineers with that said. All right, because most of these guys, they think they wrote a book or something on sound system. I'm still waiting for that to be published. Understand what I'm saying? Where is it sold at? What website is this at? All right, they're changing the game. Sound systems used to be known to be powerful. Bass that moves you. Tops, high pitched. Now they're trying to lower the thing to where you can actually use your cell phone in an event and hear the other person clearly. Sound systems back in the days, you can't use your cell phone. Once you walk into that dance, you cannot use your phone anymore. All right, because the bass is supposed to move you. The tops is supposed to, keep you alert. Pretty much, sound systems are known to be powerful. With that said, I don't understand. We've reached a range to where amplifiers are 15,000 watts. Speakers are 5,000 watts. Why are we going to that range if now we decide that everything is about clarity and on a level that's like way below what it used to be back in the day? Back in the day, it was 400 watt speakers, 800 watt speakers. We're going below those levels right now, because back in those days, those sound systems used to play very hard and powerful. Even though they were 400 watt speakers, 800 max, or maybe like 1200 watts or whatever the case may be. Those sound systems were very powerful back then. All right, I've been to many dances when King Adi's had his sound system. I've been to Pretty Posse dances. I've been to Earth Ruler, Thunder Music, Music Machine, Supertone. I've been to all those veteran sound systems back in those days. And when you walked into those dances, the whole building was rocking. Okay, so I don't know why we're trying to go below those levels now. We're buying 15,000 watt amplifiers, but yet still we're playing at a 600 watt volume level. What is going on? I don't get it. This whole clarity thing. Oh yeah, system must be low enough to where you can speak on a cell phone. What type of nonsense is that? You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know what's going on. So might as well we go back to buying 800 watt amplifiers, 400 watt amplifiers, and so forth. We don't need to be pushing this 5,000 watt subwoofers and 15,000 watt amplifiers. Why are we buying those things if we're not even halfway approaching those limits. I understand headroom is good, but this is major headroom. It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. We're going backwards. So, like I said, I'm no engineer. I just sit back and do my own thing. I've been doing videos forever. So everybody that you see now is after me, okay? I was before all these guys now that are making videos. All right, so I sit back and I just watch and observe and stay in my own lane, pretty much, right? So don't let these guys come in and change where the culture is. Was meant to be, pretty much. All right, we're not audiophile sound systems to where we're looking for that home theater sound. All right, sound systems are supposed to be powerful, rugged, and respected. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, beware of these engineers, all right, that are trying to change the game. All right, they didn't write any book. There's no movie for them. There's no websites for them, all right? Do your own thing, buy your own equipment, you know, and just follow the path. Keep the thing alive, all right, the way it was meant to be. Peace out. Catch you on the next one. Yeah, so one more thing. If you notice these know-it-alls that I'm talking about, right, that are that have the biggest voice in this sound system thing, ask yourself, why when they string up their sound system at an event, they don't win no competitions? Why no one talks about their system after the event? Ask yourself that. You know it all. You tell everyone, do this, do that, do that, do that. But when it's your turn, you're in last place. Think about that.